What up, party people? It's DT, your boy. All three of you watching, friends and family. Just messing around with Canva, trying something new. It's about time I updated y'all because it hasn't looked good in the world of crypto, so to speak. But this is actually a great time to buy, in my opinion. So I've been buying more, looking forward to 2024, perhaps into 2025. So it's a little ways off, but now is the time to invest when people are not interested. And I just want to follow up on the video I made in July. So, yes, I have been buying more digital assets, particularly Bitcoin and Solana. And I'll talk about why briefly, just to update those of you who think that you want to give up or you have given up or you think maybe people like me have lost interest. Just talk to my friends and family. I am still very much into it. So there is a Bitcoin bull run coming. No one knows for sure when or even if, but I would say there's a 99% chance that we're going to see a bull run in 2024, perhaps into 2025. And here's why. First of all, we have the Bitcoin halving coming up. The last one was in 2020. So Bitcoin went from the mining 12.5 a day down to 6.25 coming out on the market. And in about April of 2024, the rate will drop in half yet again, down to 3.125 this time. So bottom line is there's going to be less Bitcoin available for sale. And this is the time with record interest in the product. So here, I know there's a lot going on, but bottom line is you can see what happened after each halving. So if we look, I don't know if my mouse shows up on the video here, but if we look at this first little green triangle, you see the halving, and then you see this little bit of a delay, and then boom, up, halving yet again, up, halving again, coming up here, and you see what could happen into 2024, 2025. Now I see this number 800,000. Okay, a little editing there because my wonderful daughter was making some udon noodles. Okay, so yeah, bottom line is I don't think Bitcoin's going to run to $800,000 anytime soon, but going from where it currently is around $30,000 to approximately 100 or even $180,000 is what a lot of the professional analysts are saying from the big stock market companies and so forth. So we shall see. I do believe that buying Bitcoin right now could easily give you 3 or 4 times gains, returns in the next year and a half or so. So that's exciting for those of us who believe in it because we understand the underlying technology and the political ramifications of money printing and so forth. But that's my take on that. And so, what's going to drive this price increase besides the decrease in supply is going to be the institutional players, the big names, huge companies, huge investment firms, rather, BlackRock and others. When they create an ETF, that's a simple, says here, legally compliant way to trade the price of Bitcoin. So, in a more flippant way, you could say the baby boomer money is going to come into the space, and that's going to drive adoption and just the price will go up when more money comes in, bottom line. So a little bit of text here. I think I actually wanted to do this one first. Many of the crypto curious still view buying Bitcoin from a crypto exchange as an intimidating and opaque process. The technical aspects of holding Bitcoin, such as crypto wallets, Bitcoin addresses, and private keys, are confusing to newcomers and scare some investors away. This is, by the way, the same article from, I'm sorry, I don't see where I put the source here. I think this was Decrypt. Anyhow, they all go on to say all of this has intensified the appeal of a Bitcoin ETF or exchange traded fund. In the US, major financial institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Invesco have applied with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, to launch ETFs. As of August 23, the Securities and Exchange Commission has yet to approve a spot Bitcoin ETF. It goes on to say, and I happen to know from doing, reading a lot about this, that it looks all but certain that these ETFs will launch. And that's going to mean Bitcoin and basically crypto related products will be advertised heavily on all the various investment firm websites and exchanges. So it's going to be a big change. Now, moving on to another chain I'm really excited about. Besides Bitcoin, my biggest personal investments have been in a blockchain called Solana, which is a smart contract platform. And so this allows companies and organizations to build very low cost blockchain networks. So Visa has teamed up with both Ethereum and Solana to bring down fees. For example, Shopify sellers can now use Solana and they can have exchanges or trade with customers at practically zero fees, because Solana is so dang cheap. So I'm not going to read all this, but the little bold subtext says Solana's blockchain network has attributes like high transaction throughput and scalability at low cost that help make it a good candidate for payments and Visa's stablecoin settlement pilot. So Visa, we've all heard of it. Most of us use it on a daily basis almost, is using blockchain. It's already happening, and Solana in particular. So I added this little bull because that's massively bullish. So then, even more so, you have the Motley Fool here saying, forget about a Bitcoin ETF. This might be the real catalyst Bitcoin needs. So there's been a lot of regulatory uncertainty in the space, and that now is changing with the big players coming in. So it says here, the key points: potential spot ETFs will boost Bitcoin, but revamped accounting guidelines could be even more meaningful. Previous accounting standards deterred companies from adding the crypto to their balance sheet. Clear guidelines could foster more demand and bolster its legitimacy. So, bottom line is the legitimacy is coming with the regulation. Even though Bitcoin is sort of anti central government, the fact is we need central government. Ironically, we need central governments to move some of the regulatory hurdles so that the injection of more investment will come in. So, it is exciting. And then key takeaways. I wanted to talk about why I'm buying right now. And I absolutely believe, not just based on my understanding, but based on the statistics, the numbers, that we're in an accumulation phase where you want to buy. So, what is accumulation area? It says here that represents a period of implicit buying of shares, typically by institutional buyers, while the price remains fairly stable. On a price chart, the accumulation area is characterized by sideways price movement on above average volume. Volume in Bitcoin's been really low lately, but wow, we joke about Bitcoin being like a stable coin, meaning the price just doesn't change much. Usually Bitcoin's up and down. It's very volatile. Lately, it's been around $25,000, $30,000 for a long time. And it seems that the big players are accumulating, and even some small little minnows like me accumulating, because it looks like we're going to have some price action here to the upside in a very big way in the next year. So here I've taken a screenshot of my TradingView app, and I have a model here that shows when it's a good time to buy. Now you'll notice when the price is going way up, like in the past when it hit its double top all-time high, when the price is going up rapidly, it's not a good time to buy. Just like if the price is actively dropping, it's going to show the red mark. But all these little green arrows I dropped in show, hey, look at all this buying opportunity over the last however long that's been, a year. And currently we're at another stage when buying looks like it's a great place. I mean, I would say right here in the middle where the Bitcoin price hit like $16,000 in the last year would be a great place, would have been a great place to buy, because with the price at about $30,000 now, you would have doubled your money. And depending on if you're an active trader, you could swing back and forth. So anyway, this has been a good chance to buy lately. It still is. If you're interested in digital assets and you're comfortable with taking the leap, you're not too late, in my opinion. Sure, we all would have loved to have bought Bitcoin when it was $100 or less, but we didn't. So when Bitcoin's $100,000 and people are complaining because it's too expensive, like they are now, I'm just going to say, well, there was an accumulation phase. There was a chance to buy. So, all right, get to the end here. I think this is the last slide I put together for today. I like Warren Buffett's old-fashioned advice. He may not like Bitcoin, but I still like him. Most people get interested in stocks when everyone else is. The time to get interested is when no one else is. You can't buy what is popular and do well. Bitcoin is not popular right now, but big institutions are buying it. The whales are buying it. Why? Because the price is probably going to go up, even way up. So I just wanted to throw this out there, and I'm excited about this adoption, about the regulations coming, and about the partnerships. Solana partnering with Shopify, Visa, Bitcoin is quietly being worked on. PayPal launched its own blockchain network and is integrating crypto. Venmo has it already. It's coming, and it's going to be part of our lives. Most people won't even know they're using it. But if you own the assets that underlie this technology, you will own part of one of the biggest revolutions in human history and in technology. All right. Take care, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.